Hi guys.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Wildside walk with Johnny
And Evie.
Student Naturalists with NHSN. Today we are at the Lower Ouseburn to kind of talk about some of the more natural things you can find in a really urban landscape and kind of like wildlife corridors and stuff. But today we are joined with another guest who is...
Hi, I'm Ember. I'm the new student naturalist. I'm studying at the University of Cumbria, Animal Conservation, and I love bats. I'm obsessed. I'm excited to talk to you about other things in this area that you can excited and you can go see.
So the Ouseburn is a steep bank valley and it's a short walk from the quayside.
And I like to say it feels quite removed from the city, even though it's so close to the city centre. Because obviously it's really, it was very industrial here, but it's kind of been reclaimed and it supports a large amount of different types of wildlife and invertebrates and plant life. And it's a really important kind of green pathway between the city and other natural spaces.
Lower Ouseburn was mostly agricultural up until the Industrial Revolution, where it became dominated by glass and pottery works. The Ouseburn itself was an invaluable transport hub for goods. After World War II, the industry was mostly lost from this area, including the destruction of many historic buildings, aside from the biscuit factory. Sand martins are normally recorded roosting in sandy riverbanks along rivers, but were recorded for the first time roosting in the crevices of the rock wall along the Ouseburn.
Here, just walking along the Ouseburn, it shows a really good example of how nature can reclaim once industrial and urbanised land. Because, like we said, Industrial Revolution through the 1900s, this was all warehouses and factories and mills. But if we are moving along and we continue to walk, we can see just all along here and back through there, it's green, and where I was just sat, it just shows it's been turned into a really, really good green pathway that will connect from all the way north and kind of the countrysides in the north of Newcastle, north of Newcastle, moving into towards here and down, connecting into the Tyne. But it's not just the Ouseburn Valley itself that acts as the natural pathway. Obviously the valleys and stuff support trees and different habitats that allow birds and other animals to move through. But the actual Ouseburn itself is a really vital part of it because it connects all the different ponds and lakes and even up and down into the Tyne estuary. It acts as somewhat of a natural motorway for loads of different kinds of natural life. And one of the really important ones that we're going to talk about is the kingfisher.
Kingfishers are residents of the UK. They use their pointed beak and streamlined body to dive into water to catch fish. Chemicals from the prey can accumulate in the eggs of kingfisher, affecting chick development. Even chemicals that haven't been used in decades.
to walk down the Ouseburn and we've came across some maidenhair spleenwort, which is a perennial fern. It's got black stems and round leaves, and you can find it growing on walls, rock crevices and woodlands too.
So we're having a short break here at Ouseburn Farm, which is just more downstream than, so obviously we started at Tyne Bar and we've walked downstream and eventually you'll make it to here. And as you can hear, there's birds and there'll be lots of different clips of different nice animals and different wildlife that we're going to take and show you really. But that's pretty much what most people think this place is that just, oh, you can come with your family and look at some nice animals, have a cuppa, and that's that. But that's not all this place is. It's really important to the local community because it helps connect people with nature. It enhances education, not just for natural history but for food production as well, and it's much more than just a nice family day out. It's a really important piece of natural education.
So we've made our way up now to the city stadium, which has some really nice woodland slopes. These are steep valley slopes that support trees and woodland habitat, which provides food and nesting for wildlife. Yeah. These ecosystem services play a crucial role in cities, but often go unnoticed.
A bat survey was done that identified this land to be very important to common pipistrelle foraging. As a result of this survey and the hard work of the council and volunteers, this meadow was built to promote that and other wildlife.
So today we thought that we would look for some fox and cub to talk about. We haven't came across it, but we thought we may as well tell you about it anyways. So it is a orange dandy-like flower. It's more of like a rust orange, and it's got black hairs on the stem, which is how you identify it. And it is an alpine flower that is native to Europe. Fox and cub gets its name from a cluster of unopened dark hairy buds, the cubs, that is huddled under the flower in bloom, which is the fox.
Thank you everyone for watching this Wildside walk through the Lower Ouseburn, and thanks Ember for coming along as a new member of the team. If you know anything about NHSN's history, you'll find the location of the next Wildside walk pretty exciting, so we'll see you there. Bye bye.
You start. Sorry.
We need to start with you.
Right.
Okay, do you know what
Lower Ouseburn was mostly agricultural post the Industrial Revolution, pre the Industrial Revolution, not post.
to here? But now, if we are moving along, we can see all through the Ouseburn here. It's quite green, there's lots of spaces. You don't need to hide. It's a really nice green pathway.
So we've made our way up to the city stadium now, which has a nice woodland area. This plays a really important environmental role as it increases So this plays a really important environmental role as it increases air quality and it decreases urban heat.
Go.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.